How an Arizona criminal conviction can impact your job. Hi, I'm Shawn Hamp. I'm a criminal trial lawyer who practices law here in the state of Arizona. In my practice, I represent many individuals who are charged with crimes, and one of the biggest concerns for my clients is how it's going to impact them and their job. It's no secret that employers will look at someone's criminal history when they are looking to hire someone for a job. So in many cases, an employer will ask on an application if they've ever been convicted of a crime. They'll also ask sometimes if someone's ever been arrested for a crime. In some government jobs, you will have an official background check that the government will run on you. And the government uses the official FBI criminal history to run a background check on you. For private employers, they run a background check called a skip trace. That is something that many private investigators use. And essentially what a skip trace is a database of public records that is compiled from the internet and from other public record sources. And this information is compiled and written to a report. And if you've had any digital trail, any paper trail of being arrested or being in court, the skip trace is going to collect that information. Even down the road, if you get something sealed or thrown out, there's going to be a paper trail of that conviction or arrest that a potential employer can have access to. And it's not just applying for new jobs. Some employers will run periodic background checks on employees during the course of someone's employment. This is something that you have to be aware of if you do get arrested for a crime, is that your employers could definitely find out about it. And many human resource departments, HR departments will have policies against hiring people with criminal convictions. The other thing that can impact you is you could lose your ability to drive. So if you get a DUI, for example, many employers that require you to drive for that job, you could lose your job if you don't have the ability to drive. And even if you do get your ability to drive back, sometimes the insurance carriers for these employers won't be able to insure you if you have that DUI conviction, or if you're required to have an SR22, for example, on your personal license. That could preclude you. One thing that trips up a lot of people in terms of getting a job is that many types of employment require that you get a fingerprint clearance card. And I will expand on that in some other videos, but essentially a fingerprint clearance card is required by many sensitive jobs that require you to have a clean background. So that would include things like being a nurse or having a teacher's license. So if you've committed certain crimes, or if you've been charged with certain crimes, you could lose your authorization to be employed by not being given a fingerprint clearance card. And it's a cumbersome process sometimes to get your fingerprint clearance card, make sure you're cleared of certain criminal charges so that you don't lose it. And also, in some instances, you're going to have to petition the Fingerprint Clearance Board for an exception if you want to get that clearance, get that card. Many people that do have professional licenses and jobs, many are required by their certified boards to report any criminal convictions. Typically, they have to report these convictions or even arrest within 10 days of the event occurring. So things like having a real estate license or having a nursing license or having a medical license, you have to notify the licensing board within 10 days of being arrested or being charged or being convicted of essentially almost any crime, depending on the requirements for the board. So that could also impact you. If you are charged with a crime and you do have questions about how the crime could impact your employment, please feel free to reach out to us. You can like our video, you can comment below about your questions. You can also contact us at info@hamplaw.com. we'd be happy to discuss some of these things with you in a little bit more detail so that you understand how they can impact you. So I'd like to go ahead and thank you for watching this video, and please watch more of our videos on this channel.